what's good, y'all? I'm Maxwell Lin, and for Lab 4, I'll be doing a how-to video. I will be teaching you how to find your style. Alright, what is style? Style is essentially how a person expresses themselves through the art of fashion, pieces of garments, and how they accessorize those pieces to build a certain outfit, right? Now, how do you find your style, right? There's many key points to go over, but let's start with the first one is the fitment of the clothes, right? When it comes to fitment of the clothes, I'm talking about the actual length of the inseams, the waist, whether or not your jeans cut a certain point, or whether or not your shirt cuts a certain point. But to know this goes along with knowing your body measurements. This is by far one of the most important tips when it comes into fashion, because knowing your measurements can save you so much time and so much money throughout and in the long run. Knowing your measurements is essentially measuring your hips or whatever length your legs are, your arms are, your body waist is, and stuff like that. To know this, simply just get a measuring tape to measure it. Takes like 5 to 10 minutes, honestly, but I stand by that because knowing your measurements is quite possibly the most important thing when it comes to fashion, right? And building onto that, especially for people that are new to the game, especially new to fashion, if you don't know whether or not you actually want to start within this field, start out simple. Starting out simple not only saves you money in the long run, but it also stops you from buying pieces that you really don't need, especially like very expensive pieces that like kind of suck, I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, if you start with simplicity, you're going to be able to elevate your outfit further on, right? Because basics is the way to go. If you have basics, you have so many ways to accessorize, you have so many ways to stylize your outfit and, change it up. Because basics is the way to go, like I said. Now, once you've established yourself and established your type of style, especially if you're still on the new side, I would say to experiment on yourself. Yes. Now, everything with Pinterest is good and all, having a certain style board, having, a personal style you like, right? But if you don't experiment on yourself, especially, just looking at outside perspective, if you really don't experiment on yourself, your actual body, you don't know whether or not this is truly something you like, right? Or you do. Being able to try out these certain pieces, try them on the dressing room, stuff like that, thrift stores, and like actual stores itself. If the actual piece fits you, you know it looks good, right? You don't need to go buy the most expensive thing you saw on Pinterest because you saw it looks good on someone else, because that's them. They have other type of body type, right? So with that, it's always good to experiment on your actual body instead of, just using Pinterest, Now for the last thing is it's not really a fashion thing, it's more of a confidence thing, and that is to disregard the outside world. When it comes to fashion, there's many people that look down on it because it's a bit of a girly thing, if a guy is into fashion, there's some negative connotations going around with him, right? Because people just like to judge. But at the end of the day, if you really want to get in fashion, you need to understand the concept of just not giving a crap about what others think. Because if you measure this outfit and you measure the exact measurements, you've measured the pants, you've measured the shirt, and it looks good on you, it looks good on you, because you know it does. So with that being said, there's 5 steps you need to go over in order to find your style. Understanding the fitment of the clothes, understanding the body type, especially of yourself, starting out with simplicity, especially if you're new to the game, experimenting with yourself, and disregarding the outside world, not giving a absolute F. And with that, that is lab 4 finished. See you later.